Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for the 14th of January, 2020. Question thrown our way from, I guess you would call him a family member. His name is David, and he asked me if I could tell his parents what depression feels like so they'll better understand. So this is something for you. You can pass your phone or however you're watching over to your parents right now. They're getting it. They're taking a look at it, and I will say, "Hey, David's parents, how you doing? I'm here. My name is Michael Landsberg, and I'm here to share with you what depression feels like. And I don't throw this out there just as a single solitary person who says this is the way it feels to me. I'm throwing it out there having spoken to, literally thousands and thousands of people through speeches asking if people feel the same way as I do. And all of us have four characteristics to our depression. I mean, everybody seems to feel the same way. It affects different people's lives in different ways because we all have different lives. But I can tell you that David would be experiencing these four things. Number one, he has lost the ability to experience joy. So that means that no matter what happens in his life, he doesn't feel joy. He can see things that he goes, okay, well, that is good for me, but he can't feel it. And that is an important distinguishing characteristic between a bad time in your life, say, where things aren't going well for you, but if things turn around, you can feel good, and this illness, which takes away our ability to experience joy. And if you're looking for an example of how you might be able to understand that, think about the last time you had a cold and you couldn't taste food and you took a bite of something and went, I can't taste that right now. And, the issue is, somehow because you have a cold, you've lost the ability to taste. That's what depression is like when it comes to feeling joy. Number two, self-esteem. We all feel this loss of self-esteem, this loss of confidence, this loss of belief in ourselves, things that we know that we're good at when we're feeling okay. We don't believe we're good at when we're not feeling okay. And we hear this voice in our head that repeatedly tells us over and over again, you're no good at that, you will fail. And that's why sometimes you might see in his behavior a lack of confidence. It's because our self-esteem gets bruised. And then there's loneliness. We all feel like we're the only ones. We all feel like we're on this island all alone. And the fourth thing is that we're on this island all alone and we feel hopeless as well. It's like, oh God, I'm here all by myself and I'm never getting better. It's the negative illness that plants these ideas in our head, even though someone can rationalize to you, well, you have every reason to believe that you're going to get better because people do generally get better from depression. You believe that no one can understand you and you believe that you're not getting better. And then throw into the mix the fact that so much of this is self-inflicted. So much of this in our minds is self-inflicted that we feel like, oh my gosh, I should be able to go past this. I should be able to say to myself, don't be depressed, feel joy, boost my self-esteem. But we can't do it because it's not it's not something we brought on ourselves. This is an illness like anything else. Imagine in the brain, you can't look into your brain, but something's going on there which prevents him from feeling joy, loss of self-esteem, feeling alone, and feeling hopeless. The most important thing I can tell you, if you care about someone with depression and you haven't experienced it, is say these words to him. Say, David, I know that you're struggling. I'm sorry for the suggestions that we've made. I'm sorry if we've minimized this. We can't understand your illness. You need to share with us what it feels like. I need you to tell us how we can help you. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here. If you want to have a conversation with someone and you say, hey, I want Landsberg to have that conversation for me, just ask.